Welcome back to my Create Your Best Life channel, where we share radiant ideas and try to make our life better one day at a time, one idea at a time, by sharing with each other. Today's topic is called Detoxify Your Body. How to be healthier, how to detoxify our body, because we live in a chemical soup right now. To create our best life, we have to be well and we have to feel good. What helps our bodies and what hurts our bodies? We must start to reduce and eventually get rid of, give up certain foods and certain practices if we are to be at our healthiest best. There are certain foods that we can give up, or at least reduce slowly, get used to not having them as much in order to enhance our health, to preserve our health, to enliven our physical body, and as well as to benefit our spiritual well-being. We will have better moods, a better outlook on life, and we'll feel better connected spiritually to the world around us. Remember, this is about creating our best life. That's why I'm making this channel, so we can share and learn from each other by tending to our mind, our body, and our spirit. When you do this, you're creating space for more energy and new awareness to come into your life. We discussed in the declutter video how you have to create a vacuum. So in order to let more good in, you have to let something out, and the good will rush in to fill the space. We need to get rid of toxins that are in our bodies, such as artificial flavors that are in so many foods, synthetic coloring agents that are in food, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, and insecticides. I don't know if you're interested in purchasing organic food. It's more expensive. I don't know if it's truly organic. I really don't know. I'm learning as much as you are. But we can always take a step in a better direction in what we purchase. Reading labels is very important. See, our bodies store these chemicals in our tissues. And these toxins build over time. They cause inflammation. They cause irritation. Also, there are pollutants in our environment, in the air. People may be smoking around us. Certain chemicals are emitted from our rugs and our fabrics and vents in the buildings where we work, or vents in our home. So we just have to educate ourselves about what is around us. Medications can build up in our bodies. So beware of what's in the medications you're taking, or too many supplements. Whatever you're putting into your body, you have to educate yourself. What is it doing to you? One thing we can do is let's start writing down what we're eating, what we're drinking, what environment we're in, and be aware of the moods we're in when we eat what we eat, when we drink what we drink, how certain foods affect us. Let's try to be aware of how we feel depending on what time of the day we eat. When do we reach for certain foods? For example, I know that I have a habit of when I watch TV, I want to eat something crunchy like potato chips or pretzels. And literally I have to stop buying those things because it's hard to resist. And I know that's a trigger, because if I am not watching TV, I am not eating chips or pretzels. But when I sit to watch a show or a movie, I want to have something to crunch. And it's hard to limit it. I can't have just 10 little chips. So you have to know what your triggers are. When do we reach for sweets? I like to have a cup of coffee, and I like to dunk a cookie. That's an Italian thing. Dunk a cookie. Maybe it's not just an Italian thing. But I know that when I come home from being out, I like to have a cup of coffee. So, sometimes I can have too much caffeine, too much coffee. I love to have coffee when I'm reading a book. In the morning, I love to have coffee. And sometimes it's an endless cup of coffee. I keep refilling it. So we have to be aware of what our triggers are. When I go out to eat, I love to have a glass of wine. I don't think that's too much. Some people have a few glasses of wine, and then you have to worry about driving home. So things like this, we just have to raise our own awareness. Sometimes we eat for other reasons, other than because we're hungry. Maybe because it's simply in front of us. A good habit to adopt is maybe prepare your food and fill your plate and then sit down. Because if you put the platters of foods in front of you, you'll keep eating it and picking at it. So whatever works for you. So eating is very social. What is the activity we like to do? We like to eat together. We like to go out to eat together. And so you have to be aware that you're not overdoing it or choosing the wrong things. For example, I know if I go out to eat, I want to taste the bread. I want to have a dessert. I want to have a drink. Where if I'm home, I won't necessarily do those things. So it all comes down to being aware and making better choices. We have to be more conscious. Am I full? Do I really need to get another piece of this? Do I really need to eat 2 slices of pizza? Am I full after 1 slice? Pay attention. Keep a log to raise your awareness. After you do this for a few days, read over the notes you have written down and see if there's a pattern. Then set up intentions for behaviors you want to change. As far as what you will eat, what you will drink, when. Maybe you can start clearing out some food from your cabinets that you cannot resist. I love the Italian suppressata. It's a type of salami. If I know it's in the refrigerator so many times, I go back, I cut a piece, I go back. Or if I know I have mozzarella, another cheese I love, I go cut a piece. So sometimes either not have it in the house, or you have to just be aware, have 1 piece, put it away and go do something else. Maybe you can choose to eat more slowly. Put down your fork, talk, think about it. Maybe you can control your portions. Be mindful of what you're eating and how you're feeling and when you're full. What else can we do? Incorporate more fruits and vegetables. You can put my family makes fun of me because I have all bowls on the table, a bowl of blueberries, a bowl of raspberries, a bowl of grapes. I don't like to mix the fruit because some things get funny. They get moldy sometimes, and they change before the other fruit, so I have everything separately. But have it on the table. Your children will come by and eat it, your husband, your wife. Cut up celery, cut up carrots, have them on the table, cut up cucumbers. You'll find you'll eat them more. Cut up apples and keep them on the table. Try to have less packaged and processed food in your diet. Have more food in its natural state. Less sweet items. Try to cut back on the sweets. Maybe slowly you could cut back on the sugar you put in your coffee. Maybe less honey. Be aware. Maybe you can say grace and bless your food and send that positive energy into the food you're going to eat. Literally say, may it process well in my body. May it nourish my body. May it not add weight to my body. Whatever you want to do. Words are powerful, and your cells hear your words and your intentions. Learn about the glycemic index. Look it up and see what level on the glycemic index different foods are so that you can make better choices. Even within the fruit category, within the vegetables that are healthy, some are healthier than others. Switch to better foods when you can. Little steps will get big results. For example, you can have a baked potato, you can have a fried potato, you can have French fries. Each one has a different level of health benefits, one being more positive than the other. There are so many books on nutrition. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to lay out all the nutritional details, but sometimes you don't need to know it. For example, I can drive a car, but I don't need to know the inner workings of the car. Or I know I use electricity, but it doesn't mean I have to know how it works. Same thing with nutrition. You may not have to know all the chemical reactions, but in general, we do know what is good for us and what is not. We all know, cut back on sugar, cut back on alcohol, cut back on caffeine, gluten, animal products, definitely smoking and drugs. We know those are not good for us. You can read about what does sugar do to your body, what does too much salt, what are the addictive qualities of these foods. You can educate yourself, put time into it. If you don't have time to read a book, in the car you could put on a podcast or have your phone, some YouTube video, just like we do. People do it about food, and listen to it while you're cooking or while you're folding laundry or while you're doing some other mindless thing where your hands are busy but your mind is free. Because certain foods and vegetables cause obesity. They mess up the level of essential vitamins and the balance of minerals that we need. You have to educate yourself about this. Learn how foods affect your body and learn the reasons why they are not good for you, because when you know the reason why, the how to fix the problem gets easier. The why makes decisions easier. The same goes for a lot of food and drinks, animal products. Some people say don't eat meat, don't eat fish. Some people say it's not because they're not healthy, but how they're processed, how they're treated. I'm not an expert on this. You have to look up and see why this is. There are even biblical reasons why certain meats you shouldn't eat, certain shellfish you shouldn't eat. If you read the Bible, they have a list there. You have to make your own decisions about this. One good thing we can all do is increase the amount of water that we drink and have it be the best type of water, the cleanest type of water you can find. Eat fresh, whole foods. Can't argue with that. Learn new recipes. And get the benefits of massage of your body, of warm baths, of yoga, of whatever you find works for you. Also, I'm told, and we are told, that there are a lot of toxic chemicals in our personal care products and beauty products. You may want to find out more about that. I know I dye my hair. It can't be good for you, but what am I going to do? I have to dye my hair. But maybe find better products for that, better makeup products, better creams and lotions that are less toxic. And be aware, as we said earlier, what's in your environment. What are you breathing in? What are you allowing to seep into your body? See how your body feels and how your mind and soul feel if you make these little tweaks. But do these things slowly, because you can't make huge changes and then expect to stick to it. But commit to eating healthier as much as you can. And each day is a new day. If you don't do well today, tomorrow is a new day. Small steps each day will make a difference in how you feel. And you'll be happy because you're doing good things for your body, for your mind, and for your spirit. So in the comments below, tell us, what foods and drinks can you eliminate? What foods and drinks can you add in to make your diet better? What practices can you cultivate to foster better health and vitality? Please put it in the comments. And if you have found this video and this channel to be of value to you, please press the like button and please subscribe. I'm new at this and I'm learning, and I hope to bring you inspiration and bring myself inspiration as I speak about these things. And I'll see you in the next video.